You all live like in a dorm?
Yeah, right above here.
This is the dorm.
This is the building?
Yeah,
Then you got your cap, which was almost as important as your graduation, because then we had been fully accepted into the program. Yeah, then we started working in the hospital.
And we worked and worked and worked.
We worked from 7 to 11 in the morning. Then we had lunch and classes till 3. And then we worked from 3:30 to 7:30 or more in the evening. Was this tiny little lady called Albina Pope. She was just darling. And we couldn't have radios those first 6 months. So I had a radio under my bed that my parents had given me for Christmas. And she wanted music on Easter. She wanted to listen to a church service. So I took my radio over for her Easter service, and we became good friends. And many years later, she came all the way to Central Oregon for my wedding. Somebody was late that night, and she grounded him, and so we all got together, and all at the same moment, we leaned on our buzzers that all rang in her office.
Was she and I?
Next thing we heard was the rosary beads Sister Elizabeth Ann was
And
saying.
her cane going. But we had to go to chapel on the days that we worked in the morning. Catholic, not Catholic, whatever.
Do you remember why you wanted to be a nurse in the first place? And why
I had cousins. I had 3 cousins. My dad's sisters and brother all had a daughter that was a nurse, and they were a little older than I was. And I always thought I wanted to be a nurse, so I kept saying it, and finally it was time to put up or shut up. So I went, and I was homesick. I lived in southeast Portland. Cried every day. I was going to come, and the sister here, Sister Elizabeth Ann, I told her I want to quit, and she said, "You can't quit because until Christmas you have to wait that long." So I did. So when I retired after 45 years, I said I probably would have been a head cook at Burger King if my sister hadn't helped me make and stay.
Oh, I guess my first shot that I had to give somebody, we practiced on a grapefruit, throwing the needle into the grapefruit, and quite a few times, and then I actually had to go on the floor, and fortunately the first woman or victim, poor thing, she was a little bit chubby, and I put it in her hip, and it went right in, and she said to me, "Oh, I didn't feel a thing," and I almost melted in relief.
And Sister Elizabeth Ann was just a lovely woman, and of course, you're a teenager, and basically, and you're kind of scared of them, but back then we respected authority. As we became Air Force nurses, she went to Mobile, and I went to Cape Canaveral, and didn't even know anything about it. But anyway, I was there 6 months and got tabbed, if you will, to be the nurse for the first 7 Mercury astronauts.